up, guys? It's your boy Luis. Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. So last time we went to the house of Sadie Adler, and it's filled with O'Driscolls. Now we dealt with them, and we rescued John from the wolves, and we raided the O'Driscolls' camp, and we brought along with Kara Duffy. So now let's check on Pearson, see what he's up to. We're gonna go hunting. We're gonna go hunting, I mean. Oh.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, greet him.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. And if needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
assorted, salted off. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go hunt. We need food to survive. It's good cuff there.
Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
He ain't.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine.
Okay, we got a bow.
This way.
Okay, follow Charles.
Morning.
Hi.
Howdy, Lenny. Lenny, my boy.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't an O'Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Oh, yeah.
Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, going out for John, that thing with the O'Driscolls.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
Dutch killed the girl in a bad way, but in a bad situation. What Javier said. Alright, now we're gonna go hunting, get some game. Well, I mean, and by game, I mean meat. From those deers. Okay. Right now, hunting. Yep. Okay, now we see some grass.
Ha!
Yeah!
See some of the ground uncovered here.
Oh yes, it is.
Let's look down this way.
On you, Charles.
Yeah.
Now whatever you do, don't
The
die on
wind's
me.
died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet.
You heard him, Arthur. Just shh. Just stay quiet. Okay, let's ready my bow. I might need this just in case. Sawed-off shotgun. What should I choose? Nah, I'll use this one.
Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
Footprints? Yep, footprints.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not?
Hmm.
Let's walk it from here. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. The gun will scare everything around.
What? I thought I already got it. Never mind. Approach your horse. Damn it, I thought I already got it. Well, anyways, I already got it now.
Quiet as you can. Stay low and move slowly.
Okay, you will make less noise when crouched. Press L3 to crouch. Okay, I'm already crouched. Okay, this,
You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
okay, eagle eye, highlight. Yeah, look at that. Okay, they headed this way. Okay, some more highlights.
It's easier in the snow, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track nearly as well in grass and woods.
True that. Okay, it leads there. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay.
Wait, look. There they are.
There it is.
Are you ready with that bow?
I hope
Try to hit him
so.
in the neck or head.
Okay.
Quick and clean.
I need to be closer.
You can pull back quite hard. You'll feel when it's too much.
And boom!
Good shot.
Yes! Whew, I thought I was gonna mess up, but if it moves down, then I messed it up. Okay, hunt another deer. Get that arrow from that neck. Oh, no! Crouch. Whew! Okay. Okay, I see two of them. Okay, I need to be closer. Damn it, I can't study it. Okay, one is at the... There it goes.
Got it.
There we
Well
go.
done. I think that's
Approach
all
the
we
deer
need.
carcass.
Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
Okay, I got the one. I got this one, and you get the other one. Approach the back of your horse. Okay, where my horse at? Hey! Come here, boy. That's it, boy. Come here. I don't know how to whistle, guys. I don't know how. God damn it. Okay, let's stow this to the back of my horse. And there you go. Oh, my horse is taking a shit. Okay, meet up with Charles. Well, that was easy.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on then, let's head back.
Follow Charles. Okay, now we got the meat. Now we can eat all day. At least gonna keep us fed for a few days.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan.
Always. But sometimes it's not.
You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed.
One more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind enough to give us.
The girl, she has a wild look in her eye.
Of course. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Well, once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
Who
Probably.
knows? Maybe she'll deal with the O'Driscoll for us.
Well, I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well,
Oh
we've
shit.
been scrapping
Bear up
over
ahead.
scores with them for years.
Watch out. Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around.
He's got a lot of meat on him.
We've got enough here. No need to push our luck.
Charles, your horse is getting agitated, or yeah, agitated.
Real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
Damn. Okay, let's go walking slowly. Stay well back, far away from that bear, or my horse might get agitated. Okay, nice and slow. We don't want the horse
Cut up
get.
here, off the trail.
Okay. We are close to the bear, man. Oh, my horse was spooked.
Easy, boy.
Easy, boy. Shh. Shh. Easy, boy. There you go.
Boy. We ain't ever talked that much, you and me. How long you been with us now? 5, 6 months?
Something like that?
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here?
Ah. Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all.
No.
I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. Taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
True that, Arthur.
How's that new horse?
He's all right. He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
He does.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Okay, now we're back at the camp.
I'm gonna hitch Taim over here.
Taima. Taima.
Brought some food back, boys.
Come on, boys, we got some food. You can keep us feed for a few
Come on,
days.
let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the boat properly.
I only showed you a little.
I appreciate
lifetime of practice
Charles.
tonight.
Well. What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
Mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one that you dumped on the floor there.
Don't mind if I do. Pearson, gonna skin this deer. There you go. That's it. You good.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah.
Ooh.
They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these, sell these, in pretty much any town, if you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
All right, we're gonna have some stew. Some deer stew. That would be delicious. Okay, a few days later, you'll unlock the Master Hunter Challenge. Ooh. Yeah, I know that already.
It's been a bad few weeks. But Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams.
Okay, here's John. Who the hell is Leviticus Cornwall?
Well, I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see you're introducing him to your other passion.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Mind away, Reverend. You're still here then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. For the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Yeah,
Want me to
boy.
come? Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail. Jackie.
The boy wanted to see you, John.
You see me now. What's left of me? What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it.
That ain't
Now.
true.
Railway man. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking, we could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on. What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea, we're living. Look at me. We're living, even you. But we need money. Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob.
Yeah, boy. Whew, the soundtrack. I love that.
We're moving out. Follow me.
Alright, I like this. Oh, the music gets me all.
Okay, gentlemen, listen up, all of you. According to the information so kindly provided to us by the O'Driscolls, the train will be coming north from Big Valley. We're gonna pick it off after it crosses the border into the Grizzlies. There's a raised spot there that should give us good vantage. Charles, you'll keep lookout for any outriders. How's that hand, by the way?
I'll be fine.
Good. I'll take the driver and engineer, then run point. Lenny and Javier, you two take the front cars, deal with any guards. Arthur and Micah, you head straight for the back. That's what we're after. Mr. Cornwall's private car.
You and me, Morgan. Great. Have you got a problem with that?
Not if you keep your head for once.
You worry about yourself, huh?
Enough! After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast. Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yep.
You got it, Dutch.
Yes, boss.
Good. Now come on. Let's ride.
Yeah! Alright, now we're gonna rob Mr. Leviticus Cornwall train. And the music gets me all the... God, I love it. Okay. Man, look at the gang. They're ready for it. Okay. We are definitely ready for it. I hope we don't die.
Out of the snow, finally.
Feels good, doesn't it? But we need to get this done fast, now it's thawing, before anyone gets up here after us. Oh, look at you boys. See? This is what I call a crew. Micah Bell, Charles Smith, Arthur Morgan, Javier Escuela, and what about young Lenny here? Always the first man on his horse.
Just happy we're back at him, Dutch.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready.
Just stay calm. Keep your eyes sharp. That goes for all of you. No mistakes. Not again.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times you gonna ask the same question, Micah?
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with Pinkertons.
We go back when I say we go back, and that's the end of it. The money's safe. You'll just have to trust me. And if the O'Driscolls are right, there'll be a stack of railroad bonds on this train. Good money, once we work out how to cap. Easy.
Oh, god damn it, Dutch.
There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge.
Okay. Trust him, y'all. He's got a plan. A master plan. Okay, there's Bill
Is
up
Bill
ahead.
there?
Yeah,
You want to head down, see how he's getting on?
okay.
Okay, check on Bill. Okay, let's see what he's doing. Let me ready my gun just in case. There we go. Hey Bill, how you doing?
How you getting on?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
Of course.
Can I help a little?
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
You got it, Bill Williamson. Okay, let's attach this spool to the rocks. Connect the wire to the detonator. Look at Brown Jack. I love that horse. All thick its legs and hair on those hooves. I mean, hair on the legs. Yeah, thick-haired legs. I like that type of horse. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite horse breeds? Mine is the Shire and some other kind of... Okay, connect the wire.
Okay, this is good.
All right. That should do it. You head back up to the others. I got it from here.
You got it, Bill Williamson.
About time. I have to say, I'm rather looking forward to this.
Just be ready to move quick. And remember the plan. All of you. No mistakes.
Not again.
What's going on? He says all fine.
We'll soon find out.
We will
Everything
indeed.
okay?
I think so.
Okay, cover your faces. Train should be here
Okay, the mask
in a
on.
minute now.
Here it comes.
Gentlemen, it's time. Good luck, all of you. You all know what to do.
That didn't work. I don't know why though.
Here we go.
Didn't work.
Shit! No! What? God!
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Where did you find that?
Moru said it was fine.
Come on! You're pathetic. You know that?
Come on, Arthur, let's go jump the train. Jump on the train. Come on, faster, boys. Well, that didn't work. Plan B.
Here we go! Here we go!
Oh, here's alive. Yep.
Hey, down here! Help! I've got you. Now stop yelling.
Come on, Arthur.
Yeah, you're okay. Now, let's go slow this thing down.
Well, that plan didn't work.
He fell. The others will get him.
Oh, there's a guard. Let's get
Come
my
on,
knife
we
ready.
need to stop this train.
Oh, let me search.
ahead. You want me to take him?
Wait, just a minute. Come on. Okay, come on, wait.
Arthur, who's going?
I'll go. You cover me.
Okay.
Okay, let's take the knife out. And... Oh, you didn't see me. You didn't see me.
shot on them. Kill them now, and Cornwall bring us up. Their end is... Will someone blow their brains out?
Oh, my brains, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, knife kill in the weapon expert challenge. 3 kills, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I got these sons of bitches.
Come on.
That's far enough.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay, now that's 2 kills. There you go. Okay. The engineer's hiding from me.
How you doing there?
I'm okay.
Oh! Damn! Whoa.
Got him? I ain't got a clear shot.
Get me off me, you son of a bitch. Oh! Damn! Come on, throw him off. There you go. Where me at that? Okay, get in the front of the engine car. Okay. Okay, we got more coming though.
Look out! We got more coming off the train.
Ooh, headshot. Ooh. Okay, another knife kill. Can I do a knife kill? Please don't die on me, Arthur. Come on, slip. There you go. Why the fuck you lasso? He's reloading.
Still okay?
I think so.
Good.
I need to heal up. There you go.
Damn, he's got an arm. Who is this
Doing
guy?
good, kid. Where the hell are the others?
I don't know. Ah, shit. Look, they're coming out of that last car.
Damn it. Oh, this Dutch's gang.
We're gonna get out of this.
Ooh, damn.
You're going to the dogs.
All right, finish those sons of
Oh,
bitches.
okay.
Good shooting, kid.
Watch where you're going, boys.
Driscoll's brought so many boys up here for this.
Okay, you boys wait here. Let me search these bodies real quick so I can have much money.
You two all right?
Yes, let's get the money and go.
We got some fellas holed up in this last car.
Hold up.
Shit.
What are you boys
Never mind.
planning on
After
doing
that,
in there?
we'll do that.
Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Cornwall.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay. You asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was quick.
Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little.
You got no way in here.
That's enough! Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go blow that door open.
Okay, let's blow this
Now, don't
door.
matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want
Here we
to
go.
step
Good enough.
back.
Now light the fuse.
Okay, like the fuse and...
Unless
Back it up,
you
back it up,
got a
back it up,
death
back it up.
wish. I'd step back, fellers.
Okay, okay. Okay, let's get my gun ready.
All right, come on. Just walk on out here. We don't want to kill you. We just want to rob your boss.
You heard them.
Get
Get
on
on
up
the
there.
damn floor.
Search that train.
Watch out, Javier. Damn. Okay, go to the private car. Get on the train.
Look at this place. It's like a palace.
Now I've seen everything. Oh, you two got the safe? I'll search the rest.
Oh, yes. Should be easy as cake.
Easiest kick
Just gonna
indeed,
stand
Micah.
there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will ya? I'm parched.
Shut up. Me and Arthur did all the work.
Yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's keen. I'll give you that.
Real charming, Micah.
Okay, let's see if we can get this open. Come on. Getting there. There. See? That's how it's done. Shit. Just a pile of papers.
Bonds?
I don't think so. Here. Make yourself useful. At least we all know you can read.
Give me those.
Railroad
Here.
contracts, invoices, blah, blah, blah. You got anything?
Not really. Sugar imports from the Spanish West Indies. A lot of sugar. Some fancy new boaties ordered from Europe.
We got the bonds.
I am not robbing another...
Think I got him.
Nice.
Thank God. Come on.
Let me use my eagle eye just to see if there's anything else I missed something. Well, I searched the desk, the cabinets, and I think that's it. Except those bodies, I need to search all of them.
What did you find?
These bonds. They worth anything?
Oh, sure. Bearer bonds. I think we can probably sell these pretty easily. Well done. Now, would you get rid of all of this?
Train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
About damn.
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Okay.
See you back at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you, let's ride!
Okay, let's get rid of those sons of bitches.
Okay. Get on the train. Quick. All of you. Any bright ideas, I kill all three of you. So behave. Come on. Move.
You heard him.
Tell a soul, I swear.
Said quick.
You heard him. Okay, let's search. Okay, go to the engine car to start the train. But first things first, let me search these bodies real quick. Does the mission failed if I don't start the engine? I don't know. We'll see.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's the last guard to loot. Let's start the train. Come on, boy. Get to the train and start the train. Well, that was a bit of chaos, and by chaos I mean a bit fun. Okay. Those men breathed to someone. The Pinkertons. They found out about the robbery of Cornwall's train. Damn. If I kill them, I'm gonna... My honor level will decrease, right? I think so. Well, either way, we'll find out next time. Okay, now we're back at the camp.
So, we getting out of this hellhole?
We're gonna try. Weather seems stable.
And we just robbed the Leviticus Cornwall train.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen. So the question is, where now?
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine. We'll be able to hide out there no problem, as long as we keep our noses clean.
Well, then let's go. Clean noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
Alright, now we're getting out of this hellhole in the snow. Ah, peaceful music. I think. You guys think it's a peaceful music? Never mind, we'll listen to this music. Ooh, look at that. Music. Finally out of the snow.
Lenny! Micah, get over here!
Yes, boss.
You two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those.
Me with the boy?
Just go.
Come on, kid. You can buy me a whiskey.
Ah, shut your damn mouth, Micah. You always complain about the boy. You don't like the boy easily. Okay, we're out of the snow. Okay, hold X to my speed caravan. Now you might, I'd be careful if I were you, Arthur, because the river is strong to destroy the wheel.
Get us out the stream. Gotta keep us moving, but calm. Not too rough there, brother.
Shit.
Ah, shit.
Okay, let's take a look.
You all right back there?
Does everything look all right?
Well, what's going on?
Ah, I broke the goddamn wheel.
All right, let's get it fixed.
You need help?
I reckon we can handle it.
Okay then, if you say so.
All right, Charles, you and me hold the thing up while you try and put the wheel back on, Arthur.
You still strong enough to hold up a wagon?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Don't say less. Hit the wheel up.
Okay, let's punch it a little. Here goes, and boom. Another one, boom. One
Nearly
more,
there.
boom. Okay.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
You ain't useless after all. Oh, we got Indians. Wapiti.
Well, you
think? If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you.
Those are the Indians from the Wapiti Insurvation, or Wapiti, or whatsoever. I don't know. Okay, get back in
Not
the
too
wagon.
far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland.
Okay, go to Horseshoe
So,
Overlook.
yes, the Indians in these parts got sold a very raw deal. This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country, they lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't, in spite of Dutch's talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about.
Okay, well...
So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember. My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did, but when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled. I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again. We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Come on.
I don't understand. What's the problem between you two?
Arthur?
It's a long story.
Come on, tell us.
We still heading the right way?
That depends. Are we still heading west in search of fortune and repose in virgin forests as we planned? No. Are we heading in the correct direction on our desperate escape from the law eastwards down the mountains? Yes, I believe so.
You know this area?
A little. I've been through a couple of times. There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
Driscoll's?
Probably them too.
Pinkertons?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're going. Wait, but what's it called again?
Horseshoe Overlook.
It's a good place to lie low?
It'll do for now. And how low do you think Dutch is really going to lie? It's just, you know, maybe it's me who's changed, not him, but we kept telling him that ferry job didn't feel right. You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. It's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time. And we're still here, so... I figure we must have got it right a hell of a lot more than we got it wrong.
True that, Arthur. That ferry job in Blackwater, that went not so well.
What are you working on there, anyway?
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Hosea. You request some herbs they can consume to replenish your course. Yep. I'd appreciate it, Hosea Matthews. These plants can be found throughout the world. Yep, I know that. Compendium updated. American ginseng.
There you are, brother. Head in there. Follow the track for a bit.
Thanks.
Hey, slow up. I'll jump on.
Where you at, Javier? There you are.
Okay, let's go.
Any trouble getting in here, Javier?
Nope. It went well. This is a good spot.
Excellent. I think this'll work for us, Arthur. For now, anyway.
Oh, it will work, I hope. Just a few weeks, and we'll move on to another camp. That's in
Here
Clemens
we are,
Point.
gentlemen. Home sweet home.
You weren't wrong, Hosea. This place is perfect.
I hope so.
Gentlemen, we have survived.
For now.
Now, it is time to prosper.
Arthur and I were about to prosper in Blackwater. We were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us. But I kept us together. Kept us alive. Kept the nooses off our neck.
I guess I'm just worried. I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck east of the Grizzlies and out of money. And a long way from our dream of virgin land in the west.
I know, my brother, but we are safe. We make a bit of money here. Then we move again. Head out around them. Be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town and, you know, see if I can strike up a little business.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury. Seems more dignified somehow.
With specific
Now,
plans, Dutch.
Everyone, put your tools down for a moment. Come on, gather round. Quickly now. I know that things have been tough, but we are safe now, and we are far too poor. So it is time for everyone to get to work.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there and see what you can find. Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
There is a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
And, we need food. Real food. That means every day. One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be sensible out there.
Now the girls have your tent ready, Mr. Morgan. Come with me. You two will be ready shortly. We put you over here.
I'm sure everything will be fine, Miss Grimshaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Everything apart from my money.
Oh, don't remind me.
Well, we can always make more money.
We're gonna have to. Miss Jackson, I've seen shit with more common sense than you. Do it properly.
Come on, Susan Grimshaw. Don't be like that. Just treat him well, not just like an employee. Damn. Chapter 2, Horseshoe Overlook. Okay. A couple of weeks later.
Got off the mountain and rode east into some pretty enough country called the Heartlands. Ain't been this far east in many a year. Dutch seems a little better. His eyes are sparkling once more, and I can see he's thinking a little clearer. I think we all feel a little happier, in spite of Blackwater and that whole mess.
Arthur?
Jose?
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier. And Swanson found something down at the train station by the lake, apparently. And
Drunk.
Strauss came back with that creepy little smile on his face. I'm sure there's a whole list of unfortunates he's forced money upon.
Thank you. And you?
I'm gonna read a book.
He always has been. Okay, companion update camera. You guys can be shown by icon on the map. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it up there. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe. And
Arthur, my boy. My dear boy.
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing at all. For the first time in weeks. Nothing. We're free. We're free to plan our own futures once more.
I hope so, Dutch.
You kept the faith, Arthur. You always kept it.
And I ain't losing it now.
well, let's hope, old Arthur. Man, you look at the beard. You look good. I wish I could grow a beard. Okay, let's save this real quick. Okay, save game. And okay, and then there. Okay guys, as I said before, comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time guys, bye-bye.